We're recording. Michelob Ultra is the beer of choice at the
I wouldn't
moment.
say that. I wouldn't say that.
You made a big step up in your beer decisions.
I've got to lose some weight from going to a wedding in
At a
July.
car park.
No, in Greece. So I'm going to be in a bikini.
Why
So
do
I've
you
got to get.
always get married in other places? Why? Why don't?
Me, I'm not getting married, am I? I'm going to it.
No, yeah, I don't mean why. Yeah, you got married. Yeah, to be fair, why do you? Why do none of your weddings take place in the UK? Like you were meant to be coming to mine next month, and all of a sudden, because it's not abroad, it's cancelled.
Yeah, I can't do it.
We, I,
I can't do domestic weddings, mate. They're just
I was
dull.
so desperate for you to be
It's
there.
for
We
people with
we
no money.
we block paved the big area of the field so that you could feel like you got that car park experience.
You're going to get married on a. Instead of pillars, you was going to like at the end of the altar. It's going to be made of stacked up retreads.
Everyone, yeah, everyone had to back into the venue, into their seats as well, and there'd be someone just pissing in a corner. It'd really
Yeah.
stink of piss in everywhere. You know what I
I,
mean?
I like I like the smell of old piss in concrete stairwells. I don't know what it is. I actually like it.
Well, it's very nostalgic.
It's nostalgic. Imagine I was a kid and it was raining and you got chucked out all day and it rained. You'd have to go and stand in somewhere like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like the concrete stairs are on the back of a shop that went up to the flats where everyone had a splash.
I mean, it's illegal and frowned upon to piss in the street.
Well, it's one of those things they don't really enforce it. I've been caught by the police. They go, "Oh, not there, mate," and I've just gone, "Oh, sorry." Like,
That's my
yeah,
car.
yeah, no, but I was pissing in a sort of like in a
But I
doorway.
think it's everybody's God-given right to piss in the street. There's nothing like the relief of pissing in a bush.
No one chooses to do it. It's an emergency.
Oh no, I
Can we
choose
not?
to do it.
Well, like you said on the normal podcast, that some dickhead told you it was a human basic right to have sex.
Yeah.
There was a rumor, like one of those old laws that haven't
Oh,
been
piss up
changed.
the
If you're
back of a taxi's left wheel.
no, yeah, it's like if it's the front drive, no, if it's the front passenger wheel or something, because you're allowed to cool down your wagon wheel. I don't know.
Yeah, you're cool down.
If you got a bit of mushy in your
If I told
pocket.
you, my shitting story. I must have told you my shitting story.
Go on, got to hear it. I need to hear it.
So I think this potentially could be stand up if I could make it. Like it's a true story, so it's weird. Sometimes like you think you tell a true story doing stand up and it's fully formed bit of stand up. Sometimes you've got to embellish the true story to make it a funny story. Now I've just worked out how to embellish this story. So I'll tell you the absolute true story. So I was an engineer in central London and I was on foot. So every day I'd get the train in central London with a bag of tools on my back and I'd go about London fixing stuff in banks, things that broke. And on this one particular day, I'd been assigned a job that meant I had to go and collect a load of materials to do a job. So a colleague of mine, a supervisor, had said, well, I'm working all day in whichever part of London. If you come to me, you can pick up my van, drive it to collect the materials, then go to the job, do the job with all the material, like unload all the materials, and then when you're done, just come back, bring the van back to me, and I'll go blah blah blah. Perfect. What can go wrong with that?
Works well. Works well. It's good logistics.
So I got on the train. When I got on the train, I had that feeling of, oh, I should have had a
Yeah,
shit before I went out. You know that kind of thing where it's just like,
I know you.
I'm going
Yeah,
to be
dread.
fine, but I should have taken the pressure off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So then I go across London to the far side of London and I pick up his van and he's going to be there all day. He's going to be wherever he was. I can't remember. It was like Embankment or something like that, far west end of London. Picked up the van, driving it across central London, and I was thinking, I'm not going to make it to the bank. Like, 'cause as soon as I get to the bank, I can go for a shit. Like, I'm safe.
yeah. That's safe.
But the
Make a
traffic.
deposit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the night safe. Don't know what that means. And so I'm driving across London, and it was like, this isn't good. This is bad. I'm having a bad time. The traffic's bad. I'm not going to make it to the bank. So I got to Moorgate, which is now on like the east side of the city, down into an underground car park, and I thought, I have to shit now, otherwise I'm going to shit now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It
yeah.
has to happen.
Yeah. Are you either going to do it or it's going to be done to you?
Yeah, exactly. So I climbed in the back of the van, and it had a great bulkhead. You know, like it was
I don't.
a
Yeah.
mesh.
Yeah.
And the only receptacle was a workman's hard hat that was hanging up. Like his hard hat was just hanging up in the van. Have I not told you this?
Oh,
So I took his hard hat and I lined. There was a blue roll, you know, like the
yeah, like an industrial kitchen towel.
yeah, exactly that. And I lined the hat with that, and I gripped onto the bulkhead. I dropped my trousers. I gripped onto the bulkhead, and I did a massive.
With your finger,
Yeah, because I was holding onto the grip.
like Vega from Street Fighter.
Yeah, it was like that. I was holding on to like the metal. My fingers are through the little holes, and it's so that I could hover
Right
over the hat. So I unloaded a really huge, bad shit, and I know that we've slipped straight into this. I know. I'm sorry, everyone, but if you don't like it, it's too bad. I unloaded a ginormous shit into this hat, right? And I thought, well, that's that hat ruined. Because my plan was originally
just to use you was gonna use that as a skin,
Yeah.
wrap up in the blue roll, dispose of. None the wiser. Use that.
I thought this because I didn't want to just shit onto the floor of the van.
No, it's not an animal.
I wanted to capture it in the bowl of the hat.
Yeah.
So then I thought, right, that can't happen now. I'm just going to have to say I don't know. So I put the toilet paper on top, and there was a carrier bag, like one of those old cheap blue and white striped ones you can almost see through. You know those ones?
Yeah.
So I put the hat in there, tied a knot in it, and I'm in an underground car park. So I'm like, I can't just take this out. There's no bin, and in London there are no bins.
Also, when you have to do this in a situation, you appreciate just how important the purpose of the water is in the toilet.
Oh God, yeah, the smell,
Yeah.
atrocious. So, right, there's no. If you've never been to London, there's no bins in London because the IRA kept bombing London. So there's no bins
I
anywhere.
reckon if there was, when someone emptied that bin, they would have banned bins
But that
again.
would have been my exactly. They'd have gone. I work when the IRA were on. This is worse. In Docklands.
This is more of an atrocity.
Yeah. So I bagged up the hat, and then I thought, right, what I'll do is I know where there's like industrial bins behind a bank on the way. It's at Clerkenwell, right? So I was like, I can go.
You're couriering it across London
Well, I knew I could get rid of it.
like deliver poo.
This is right in itself.
Just shite.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just eat.
Oh no, I understand, but it's still one. But yeah, make a note of that. That's good. So I knew, right. So then I get out the van, and I think, right, that's fine. It's bagged up. The smell's going to go away. I can just drop that off at Clerkenwell on my way through to Bank or to Embankment. So I go and start doing the job, working on the job, and then I get a phone call from the bloke that I got the van from, and he says, "I've just had a call. I've been called to a site in somewhere else, Mayfair. I've got to come and get my van, like now, to get across to Mayfair because I've got to go on the site." And I went, right, knowing there's a shitty hat in the back of his van. I was like, no problem, I'll drive it to you. Like, you stay there. And he went, don't worry about it. I'm already outside. Just bring me out the keys. So I went out to the steps of the bank with the keys in my hand. And I was like, oh, come on, I'll drive you out or whatever. And he's like, well, do you need the van anymore? Like, you've unloaded the material. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need it. So I gave him the keys and off he went.
It was in there.
It was still in there. But you know the worst of it, the worst of this story is that he was going to a building site
To put his hat on.
and I'd shit in his hard hat. But I worked with that bloke for another year. He never mentioned it.
How could you?
He never mentioned it.
You're in his eyes, you are a complete psycho. Like, that's the sort of thing a psycho would do, isn't it?
Yeah, how did he not mention that though? You
Because he thought if he did, you'd probably eat him or something. But that's like a dirty protest. That's the behaviour of an unwell mind.
I was unwell. You should have seen the mess of that.
No, but I know. But now I know the backstory. But for him, it's like you wouldn't have thought it was an accident.
No, you'd think a lunatic has shit in his hat as a protest.
Yeah, it's not like you've left a sweet wrapper in the glove box. It's like.
Oh, I had that.
This is like a bit more involved.
Guy, I had him in the van the other day. He made a right mess. What, did he leave his lunch wrappings on the floor? No, he took a shit in my hard hat.
And then wrapped it up like a
I get annoyed when my girlfriend leaves like one of those iced coffee cups. You know when you puncture the lid? I go, oh, that you dirty bit. What? I don't call her a dirty bitch. I say, you dirty cow. Why have you left that in the...
That's better.
Why have you left that in the car? That would stink. I left a shitty hard hat in someone's van.
What the fuck? You just got right. You made several mistakes.
Tell me about it.
You made several key errors, but obviously the first one, you should have used the facilities at your home before you left.
Yes, that was my main.
The biggest
mistake.
one. But yeah, no, that would have avoided all of it. But when you're in that situation and you've done something like that, you have to get rid as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because even if you'd have driven all the way across London and then chucked it out, the van's going to smell bad. Yeah. You've got to get it out. Like, just open the window and lob it.
Oh, I would have now. I'd have put it by the side of the van. Or like...
Exactly. Just left it for someone else to deal with.
Yeah. That's what I'd have done. I would never make that mistake ever again.
You try and dispose of it properly. That was the problem.
Yeah. I mean, looking back, I don't know. I thought the best way to catch it was in a hat. I
don't think that's not the problem. The problem is you just didn't get rid of it straight away. Stop en route, buy him another hat, get a hat.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even had to buy it.
I would have seen now. I would have put the carrier bag inside the hat.
I wasn't thinking
lined
straight.
It
I was busted.
Like a litter bin, and then you've just got. Then you tie that up.
I could have done. Have you ever done that thing?
They've been walking a big Rottweiler.
A painter and a decorator showed me a trick once where he put the tray of a roller tray in a bin bag, poured the paint in. And then when you're finished, you just turn the bin bag inside out. Your paint tray is still clean, and you just bin the bin bag.
Yeah. Well, you get paint trays now with little plastic inserts.
Yeah, well, I could imagine if I'd just done that with a hard hat. Put the hard hat in the bin bag, shit into that. Perfect.
It basically made a waste paper basket with a bin liner.
Yeah.
And then the blue roll, that's obvious what you use that for. All in the bag, tie it up, chuck it in the Thames.
Something to think about for next time, isn't it?
Well, this is the thing. This is what wisdom is. This you can't learn this at school.
No one.
You have to go through that heinous experience. Yeah. But you're older and wiser now.
I still think about it all the time.
Well, I think I will now. I think the thing that killed me was the fingers through the grid.
Yeah.
Through the.
Because you can see it, can't you? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The bulkhead's made out of sort of mesh almost. Yeah. But that's a very funny story.
I can't believe I've never told you that story.
Never told me. There's no way I would have forgotten that.
No. I think it's strange that as a stand-up, like a lot of what we talk about is true or based on the truth. Now,
based on, I'd say. Yeah.
Now, do we put ourselves in the position for that kind of thing to happen, or are we stand-ups because those are the things that happen to us?
No, I don't. I think those sort of things happen to everyone, but they don't tell people, or they don't see the funny side, or they don't the detail. They don't get the detail.
Because I have this conversation with.
Sorry, they tell about the time I had a shit in the back of the van. But you were talking about the fingers through the thing and this and it's that realising that it might be worth reappropriating as an anecdote.
I have this this conversation with Matt Adlington, friend of the show and my radio partner, and because he's a stand-up as well, obviously, and he was saying that he sometimes finds it difficult to. He goes, I haven't had these stories happen to me, and then we have a conversation, and I go, that what you've just said is a bit of stand-up. Well, that is. So I do think there's also the thing of it triggering that thing in your mind. Like I now live in moments where I go, good, continue to happen, keep happening. I want this situation to be as bad as possible.
I said to you the other week, the prism of it means you're almost unoffendable and you don't get upset. I get upset.
Excited by awful situations.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, embarrassing or awful things happen to me, they don't bother me. I'm like, oh, fucking brilliant. I'm just so used to it. Either talk about it on here, on stage.
And I also quite like having the misery to talk about.
Yeah, I do like that. I'm terrible for that.
Yeah, kind of want the worst situation, really.
Yeah, I do. I feel more comfortable losing.
Yeah.
Comfortable loser. Yeah. Winning. I don't know. Look at that.
Nah, stupid.
You got just.
I should point out we've got the birthday cake
Oh, it's very kind.
for Justin's birthday. So that was on the previous recording that went wrong. So it's June, the June special, listener.
Mm-hmm.
It is birthday special. Justin's birthday just gone. My birthday just coming.
When's yours?
21st
Of
June. Come on, mate.
what?
You should remember my birthday.
When's your wedding?
It's not happening.
You said that, but you haven't actually told me it's not happening.
Yeah, I need to do that. I do need to do that. We do need to.
Have you told everyone?
No.
Well, what? People might be making plans.
Yeah, we should have told them by now. You're absolutely right. What we were trying to do is, because we're hoping to get it for next year, we kind of wanted to cancel it and then tell everyone about it at the same time. Tell everyone about the new date.
So you want to reschedule rather than cancel? Yeah.
But no, we haven't done that. I should do. It's not happening, so don't drive down.
I won't. I was not a bit disappointed it was in this country, to be honest with you. But it's just you obviously don't love her that much.
No.
Get married here.
No, clearly I don't. But
Brilliant.
so, what'd you get for your birthday?
Some crepes, some new trainers.
Nice
I
trainers.
got the most thoughtful present ever. I got a Ramones poster for a gig that was at CBGB's on my birthday on the year I was born.
CBGB's, Norwich CBGB's.
No, the CBGB's in New York.
Oh,
Bowery, New York, is it? Well, I went and had my photo taken outside before they pulled it down. I think it's gone now.
Because of the Ramones.
Well, that whole, like punk, the birthplace of punk. Yeah, I do like a bit of punk. So I got a gig poster that says June 5th to the 8th, 1975, and then I saw CBGB's.
That's good. When
very
you put that
thoughtful.
poster up on the old,
I'm going to get framed to put up on the old wall in the van.
the old camper.
No, and what else did I get? I got a bottle of coffee liqueur.
That sounds horrible.
Well, I drink a lot of espresso martinis and black Russians and white Russians.
I've got some espresso martini in the fridge as we speak.
You got some what?
Espresso martini.
What have you got there?
Is it espresso martini?
No.
What's it called?
There's no espresso, Ash.
Espresso.
No.
I don't drink it.
Espresso.
Espresso.
No, espresso.
My girlfriend hates it when I say fajitas.
Yeah, because that's wrong.
Fajita. Can you get espresso fajitas?
Espresso. There's no X in it. I was only saying today how people often make that faux pas and how embarrassing it is.
Espressos.
It's E-double-S.
Is it because it's quick? Like, it comes really quick? It's
Yeah,
like express?
yeah. Express.
Express.
It's Italian.
Yeah, like express. Do it quickly.
No, that's English, but espresso is an Italian word, and it's espresso, not espresso. That's like someone who said, someone I used to know said, I'm getting obese. The people don't understand the language they speak.
I used to work with a lady, and she always used to say "asked." I asked him not to.
That's cultural.
Is it?
That might be racist. Yeah, black people say that.
Oh no, she was not a black person.
Oh, that I've noticed. I think it's a patois thing.
I asked
Jamaican.
I asked him to do it. Did you?
And have you noticed they say curry goat instead of goat curry? Just a little thing I've noticed.
Oh yeah.
You say I had curry chicken. It's not curried goat. They say curry goat.
I think it's weird. Like I'm sure, I don't know, but maybe it's delicious. But there's some animals. Like, I find it weird to go, oh yeah, I had goat curry. Be like, oh God, did you?
It's got to be lammy, isn't it?
But lamb's even weird. Like, isn't lamb both the cutest thing that exists and the most delicious?
Most delicious. It's so delicious.
Isn't that weird that you go, oh, the babe, look at that. Oh, we took little Tarquin down to Brusher's farm the other day because they were lambing. And he fed them from a bottle. It was absolutely incredible for him. And then they shot it in the head with a bolt of electricity. And then we chopped it up and we had it for dinner that night.
To me, that sounds like a good day.
It doesn't, though, does it? Because you've said this yourself. You can't keep going back on the fact that you know it's weird.
Yeah, I can do what I want.
No, you can do what you want.
What do you think of these riot protests?
I think they're they're good.
What do you think about the horse getting attacked?
The horse didn't get attacked. The guy riding the horse rode it into a lamppost.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah, he rode it into a lamppost and it knocked him off. And then the horse.
See, I saw
run
on
off.
one of my local moron groups I follow for comedy value that they say, "Oh, shocking! They're throwing bricks at horses."
Oh, they were doing that.
Yeah,
I don't think
They
they
get
should use horses.
yeah, that's what the people on there were saying. It says cruel to use such a beautiful animal, but they are very good at crowd
They
control
are.
because you elevate
Why
the
are
position.
people
You can
throwing
see.
bricks at horses?
Well, if you're rioting or protesting and someone comes in with a big old horse, you've got to dismount them, right?
Well, yeah, I guess, but I don't think you should be throwing
Fireworks
stuff
is
at
the
horses.
best way. Horses don't like fireworks, mate.
Yeah, or mice.
Is that true?
Aren't big animals scared of tiny animals?
Well, I remember an elephant. When I was a kid, the myth was that elephants were terrified of mice because they run up their trunk.
Don't they hide? Don't they get up on a small stool and
That's right. They get up on a small stool and
scream?
squeal.
Yeah.
Are you scared of mice?
No, we had 2 at Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah.
I went.
That's a very, very lean year. You couldn't get much stuffing in them.
You know, I was in bed and I heard this,
ASDF.
and I went over to the wardrobe, and as I opened the wardrobe door, this bolt of brown. It was like being in the van. This bolt of
Ran
brown
into a hat.
shot past me and under the bed. So I went into the cupboard. I was like, "Oh my god, I want to find a nest of mice." And I didn't. I just found. We'd bought my boy some like thick socks, like real winter socks. And it's a shit Christmas present, but you know, big thick ones.
Yeah.
And that all been chewed up and made into what was clearly a nest. And there was some of that chocolate money, and they'd chewed all through that. And then, but there was nothing else. There was a few mice shits. Why are they called droppings when it's a mouse? But yet when I shit in a hat, it's disgusting.
They are they're like pellets, aren't they?
Yeah. And then it was under the bed, and I tried to get it out, and then I was after about 2 hours, I was like, well, what am I going to do? The mouse is there, it's going to be there. And we went to bed with the mouse under the bed. And the next day I looked under the bed and he was still there, just sitting. So we got some mouse traps, humane mouse traps that you bait with peanut butter, put them by the side of the bed, and then put them downstairs. And I heard it go off about 3 a.m. I went downstairs, and when I went downstairs, the mousetrap was closed, and I looked through the little gap, and it was empty. And the peanut butter had gone. So it'd been in the trap, eaten the peanut butter, and I was like, On about the 4th night, like I fiddled with the traps to make them a bit more robust, so it couldn't be
And what's
opened.
this trap then? Just like a little chamber it gets trapped in?
Yeah, so it's a chamber, and as
Then
it
you just go out and drown it.
plate, it goes, but yeah, then you just stamp on the thing. I heard the trap go about 3 a.m. again. So I ran downstairs, and there's 2 traps, and they were both just going rattling like something out of an Alien film. Not Alien though, but a film with aliens. And I looked in 2 in there. So I took them, and you're meant to take them about a mile away from the house, apparently.
Put them in someone else's fucking house.
Well, this is what I did. So I walked at 3 a.m. I put on a coat, so I was wearing just pants, like boxers, obviously. And I put on my coat, and I walked about a mile down the road. And this is
What, in your pants?
this is Christmas time, right? This is the week before Christmas. So I'm wearing a big coat, and my legs are out, and I'm wearing shoes. Trainers, not like I wasn't wearing smart shoes.
Why didn't you put trousers on?
Because I had live mice. I didn't want them to escape.
Yes, you're right, yes. Yeah,
I've
not
made
weird.
bad choices. So I walked and walked and walked, and then I come to this church down the road, and I thought,
Church mouse.
churches love mice. So I opened up the first trap, and this mouse came out of that. I nearly shit myself again. The mouse came out at such speed, like unfathomable speed.
They're so quick. You can barely see them.
But how fast is it going? It must be 600 miles an hour.
It's quick.
And then I opened up the other one, and I was like, oh, it's gone. Oh, like, fuck, where's the mouse gone? And as I look in, I suddenly realise in the darkness, it hasn't gone. It's just playing dead in the bottom. And then I left it on the side and stepped away, wondering if it'd then come out. And then I saw that go, pew, gone again. And they went straight to the church. And I was like, they'll be safe there. I imagine there was a fox that couldn't believe its luck. But I packed up the traps, brought them back. We've never had mice since. There was just 2 mice.
You converted them.
Do you reckon I did?
Got married.
They had a
ran
merry
away.
crisp mouse that year.
Crisp.
Yeah, I don't know. Crisp mouse.
Crisp.
Crisp.
It's not Christmas.
It is for me.
And Nick, did you have an espresso at Christmas?
Yeah, crisp mouse. Merry crisp mouse.
Crisp mouse.
Merry crisp mouse. That's what you say.
I think that was a responsible thing to do, to burden the Church of England with rodents and vermin.
Yeah, but I do think that they're a match made in heaven, aren't they? Like, what animals live in what places? Like, mice live in churches.
Well, church mouse is a type of mouse. You got field mouse, church mouse. It's a type of mouse, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Isn't it?
Isn't it weird? Because, like, an owl,
Dormouse.
where does that live? In a door? Indoors?
It was a dormouse. What about a window mouse?
What about a barn owl lives in a barn,
They do live in barns.
but
Tawny owl.
doesn't live in a tornado?
No, it doesn't. It lives in an ACL injury and a torn knee.
Lovely. Oh, it's weird. I coming back from a gig like a year or so ago. There was a dead owl in the road, like been hit by a car.
Beautiful animals. They like mice.
You know, an owl can get to within a foot of you without you hearing it. Isn't that mad?
I've got headphones in.
That's fair. You'd hear about if it was in the house, you'd hear it, wouldn't you?
Have you ever seen them snow owls? That their face is all feathered like a satellite dish, and they can hear mice under the snow from like a mile away and get them.
Yeah. What about a
Killers.
hawk that can see the urine of rodents as it runs? Like it can see the luminescence in the urine. So
Yeah.
if it's run across a field, because they piss as they run constantly, don't they, rodents? And that hawk can see that urine and track it, so it can actually, it's like it's putting down an luminous strip.
Have you ever seen an owl with no feathers?
Yeah, they're tight. They're like weird little.
Tiny little body and long legs. They're fucking aliens.
And they can turn their head all the way around.
I don't know if they can. Can they?
Well, they die, but they can be done.
Yeah, I can. George, no, I'm not saying that. You can turn anyone's head round.
Yeah, it's true when you think about it like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't care if they live or die.
You got lovely trainers for your birthday. I was well impressed with those.
Yeah. Have you? I haven't got them on. They're called not Windrunners. Windrunners is the famous jacket. It's something like that. They're retro. They're yellow and
I
blue.
liked them a lot.
Sick crepes. Yeah, I can put them on when it's not wet. It's been raining. It started raining all of a sudden. We had all that lovely.
Loving it.
Is it looking good?
Super good.
That's your chin, mate. It's taken as well as your old chinny
What do
chin.
you think of this?
I think you look like. I don't know. I don't know what I think. With the jumper, you're looking very Nordic fisherman.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going for.
You look a bit like the Joy of Sex. If he,
How did he get that job? Unbelievable.
Well, it was drawings, wasn't it?
I know. So I was just doing a joke, really.
But it's weird that it was drawings and people. Was that sort of like people bought that for?
My mate's brother had it. I remember leafing through it. Why did he have it? He'd have been about 14. Like, did you have friends like that their parents were...
Let them smoke when they were 11.
Not quite that, but just like, why would you let your 14-year-old kid have the joy of sex in it? Like...
Oh, yeah, but hippie parents? Or there's 2 reasons, right? There's 2 ways this can go. They're either hippie parents or utter shitbags.
Yeah.
And it's either like, we think Josh should, there's nothing to be ashamed of, sex. We're going to grow up with a healthy attitude to sex. Or they're just like smoking spliffs and couldn't give a fuck what their kids are up to.
That kid, not saying they're linked, but that guy, he then put LSD on his steering wheel and ended up driving through a brick wall into someone's house on a sharp bend.
Why did they put LSD on the steering wheel?
So he could drive and absorb it through the palms of his hand.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't think you're sure at all. I don't think that works that way.
Well, you know you get drunk through your feet.
I do.
My mate Ben was in the Finnish army, and they would put their feet in carrier bags and vodka in the bag with their feet. And then when they were marching on, this is when he was doing his conscription, because you're not allowed to drink, obviously, but the alcohol absorbs through the soles of your feet and you get pissed via your feet.
But what do you mean not allowed to drink? That's drinking.
Yeah, but they can't be walking through the jungle of Finland drinking vodka.
I don't believe that either of those stories. I think someone's took the piss and you're just a big old gullible idiot.
Can you get drunk through...
And even if it was technically possible, you wouldn't put your feet in carry bags full of vodka and march. That just doesn't sound like you'd get trench foot.
Okay. Let's just...
Now the other one. I don't even need you to tell
Here
me.
we go. Doctors recorded. Let's go on to 10.
The other one? You just took the acid, wouldn't you? Why would you put it on your steering wheel?
Well, their blood showed no level of change.
Yeah. Funny that.
But Ben listens to this podcast. Ben, did you do that, or had you been told that people did it? Ben, come on, mate. Can you take... He listens to this, so he either is taking the piss out of me or someone had told him that. Can you take LSD through...
Via steering wheel.
Hands. How easily can it be absorbed from skin? I love this question. Just wondering, how easily can it be absorbed through skin? That's someone who's just spilt a shitload of LSD in their lap.
Yeah.
I picked up a cap after unscrewing the lid. I realised I had some liquid on my hand and fingers. Oh, so someone basically spilt some on their hand and then felt some effects.
No,
The next
because
person
how can it
says,
get in your
don't worry,
bloodstream?
LSD cannot be absorbed via the skin at all.
No. How would it get into your blood? Because it wouldn't be able to get through the vein casing, would it? Any other stories, mate? Have you got tall tales? I can't believe you fucking believed either of them. You tit. I'm enjoying your expression. Your whole world's been rocked, hasn't it? Never mind my fucking moon theories, mate. They got hold more water than this
I
thing.
reckon I've told that story 30 times.
Oh, and everyone you've told it to thinks you're a dick. Everyone you've told it to thinks you're a bigger dick than someone that's shat in a hard hat.
I just believe people.
You know that's not true, mate. Why? Okay,
You sound,
let's
I've
just
never
say
heard
that
so
someone's like,
disappointed with me.
but just weird. Like someone's like, oh, I've got some acid. I know. I've got to drive around my mum's. I'll smear all over the steering wheel. So as I'm driving, I'll get high through my
People
hands.
always used to crash on that corner, and his brother... I wonder whether his brother even did crash on there now. I don't know anymore, mate.
Maybe he crashed because he'd spilt some Tia Maria on the accelerator pedal.
Trying to get drunk. Can you get drunk through your dick?
I've heard you can up your arsehole.
Oh, you definitely can up your arsehole, because...
See, that goes into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
So how would it get in your bloodstream? Your blood's not just floating around in you. This is in veins. So even if it absorbed in the skin and went into the meat of your body, the flesh, it's not going to get in your blood, is it?
No. I see that now.
So next time someone tells you one
I'm
of
not
these
going to
stories,
believe anything anyone ever says ever again about anything.
You believe some of the things I say.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm on about. I don't know lies. They're not lies. I don't know. So I just say it.
Oh, here's the thing. We had no sweets in the house the other day, and I was in the pod booth doing whatever, and so I ate these.
Yeah. Sugar-free lemon
Yeah.
sherbets.
It says on the back, excessive consumption may produce a laxative effect.
Have hard hat handy.
I ate them. I felt awful.
Mints used to say that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a laxative?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's what we used to do. When
I've
I was in
never
the
had-
Finnish army, that's what we used to do.
We used to rest our bell ends in a saucer
Have you ever heard of that thing?
full of
Have you ever
laxatives.
heard of that thing where, like, it was a sexual thing where you take sleeping pills and then you fight the urge to go to sleep, and so you start hallucinating with tiredness, and then people have sex at the point where they can barely stay awake to have
Who
some
told you
weird trippy.
Yeah, I told you that one. Is that another one? Add it to the files.
Yeah, it could be. But I'm wondering whether you could do that with laxatives. Like, just really OD on laxatives and then
And not go for
not
a
go for
shit.
and then have sex
And
and,
then-
see
and
how that.
Then tug one out. Oh, so hey, when I worked in London, there was a maintenance man. I've told you about him before. I think he's kind of loads of funny
Yeah.
shit. Like a real weird guy. He didn't believe in underpants. Didn't agree
believe they
with them.
existed.
Right, he didn't wear them. He said, I don't see the point. Completely extraneous, pointless product.
I kind of agree.
And he used to wear jogging bottoms. And I used to go, no, there's reasons you should wear underpants.
Because the patch is.
So anyway, he goes. One day he fucking was he was doing something on a pipe on the ceiling, really high in a garage, like so it's probably like 20-foot ceiling, one of those. And he left the fucking wrench, he left the spanner monkey wrench on the pipe and went down the ladder to get another tool, and it fell off and hit him on the head. That's fucking hilarious. But one day he goes to me, do you know if you put your dick in a sink full of warm water and get a bird to lick your ass, you can come without getting a hard on? Like, I was eating a cheese sandwich. I went, what? What? Just get out of it.
Imagine the
Power of nothing.
Imagine the sort of logistics of that, even if that's true.
Why?
Like,
How would you
why
know?
do you want that?
Why? Exactly. What's wrong with a good old-fashioned stiff one?
But imagine just sort of flopping it in and then going, love! I mean,
Yeah, but it's got to be the exact same temperature as your body, you
well,
reckon?
it could be just a cup of cocoa. Like, you could be in bed,
Yeah, mate, yeah.
dunk
sure.
it into the cocoa, like on all fours.
What a strange thing to
Yeah,
say.
it's weird. Have I?
It just
What
came out.
about my mate? We did a gig. A mate of mine hired us to do a gig for his work colleagues, and I told the story about him. Him and his brother his brother was like my best mate, and they used to play practical jokes on each other all the time, make each other jump. So the guy who booked us for the gig, I won't name him, he goes into his room, but my other mate, his brother, was hiding in the wardrobe, ready to jump out on him and scare the shit out of him. Like, he's going to wait and just open up the cupboard door and go, ah! Scare him shitless. But as the brother gets in the room, he quickly just takes down his trousers and starts wanking before the other brother can jump out of the cupboard. And I told that story at his work.
Did he let him finish?
No, I think he went, oh, this has backfired. I need to come out of the cupboard.
No, I'm not a creep, but I think I might have stayed in there, let him finish and leave and not
How
revealed
do you know he's
himself.
going to leave though? Imagine if he just got into bed and you didn't say anything and then he heard you leave.
Then you creep out when he's
Yeah,
asleep.
but what about if he then wasn't asleep and kind of caught you and was like,
Well, I'm
what was he-
working
why
under the
was he
premise that he's
watching?
taken.
why did he...
I'm working under the assumption that he's taken a load of sleeping tablets and was fighting the urge to go to sleep, so he'd crack one out when he was in like a lucid dreaming state, and then he'd fall into a deep sleep, and I'd creep out as he choked on his own vomit.
Yeah.
That's what I would think would probably be the likely scenario. But no, I don't. What do you do? Just go, I'm in here, stop!
Stop! Yeah.
Who's more embarrassed?
I mean, no one wins.
Because you could spin that if you was the wanker.
What the hell? I can't believe you've just been in there while someone's wanking.
You fucking watch me wank. What's wrong with you? I'd do that. Like, you knew I was going to come in for wank, didn't
Also
you,
got
creep?
caught by they had a gas man coming, like they had a problem with their boiler, and the dad of the house had basically said, just go go sort yourself out, go and look at the radiators, whatever you do. And he opened up that bedroom door, and that same guy was in there having a wank. The guy, it's like, whoa!
I think it's my arthritis. The guy's got a problem.
He loves being caught wanking.
Yeah. I mean, being caught.
Do you think that's ever happened? You know that's.
I mean, if you make it fucking.
You know the story about the guy with the headphones on, and then he looks around, there's a cup of tea and biscuits.
Yeah, that's sort of
ever
thing.
happened, or is even remotely true?
Yeah, I reckon it has. Yeah, keep your strength up, like when you give blood. When you donated 20 cubic centilitres of man juice, you need a cup of tea and a biscuit. Yeah.
Two things I love: biscuits and spoffing up.
Fucking spoffing up, yeah, spoffing up. That's you done well at public school, then, mate.
Yeah, I guess I would have. Never this.
That's
it's weird. Sometimes you don't want your two loves to come together and meet, though, isn't it?
I don't get the premise of soggy biscuit is premature ejaculation is rewarded.
I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think that's ever happened.
It's so it must have. I mean, that one is such a all-pervading, huge urban legend, if you like. I think it must have roots of truth.
It's only ever happened because of the urban legend. I think if it's ever happened, it's happened because
it might come first.
Which was fine. Yeah.
But no, I think if you're the geezer what comes last, I think that's kudos to you. Why you got to eat it?
I'm always a bit weirded out. Like, I listen to that Gossip Mongers podcast, which is excellent, but a lot of that's about like group wanking, like people being like, "Oh, when I was a kid, there was like one bully guy, and he kind of made us all do." That makes me feel like that's horrible that those people have had to go through that.
He made him all wank.
Like it'd be like, "Oh, we all gathered round and had a communal wank." I think
that's a solo sport.
But how did that happen? Why does that happen?
That's not a group activity.
Why have so many people been through that? Is that bad parenting?
Why do blokes send dick pics? Yeah, blokes like you hear women and they go, just get like, you get like 500 dick pics sent. Yeah. Well, why do blokes do that? It's just virtual flashing, isn't it?
That's what it is. It used to be as a pervert in the park. Now there's a billion perverts with iPhones just take a picture of their dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel sorry for the flasher, really, now. Like, that's another trade that has gone by the wayside because of...
How many times, like, so say there's a flasher in the old days, he'd go around the park exposing himself. How many times did a woman just reach over and...
flick the end of it?
Just, lead to something good, I mean, for him, from his point of view.
Never.
I mean, do you want them to record? Do they want the recoiling in horror? They want that shock reaction? Or is it it's an opening gambit, it's quite bold?
You know, my girlfriend... about 5 years ago was getting nuisance phone calls, like sex pest phone calls.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
That's a thing that surely ended.
You worked out who it was, didn't you?
Because we could get his mobile number really easily.
And who was it?
I mean, I don't remember the name, but we found out. So at the time, she had done some, like, she was...
escort work.
She was a sex worker. No, she had a reason for her number to be out publicly. She was doing
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he just got that number and decided it was a good idea. But on one of the occasions, he hadn't, because it'd be 3-4 in the morning, and he'd be saying this really rude stuff. But at one time, he hadn't blocked his number. So then we just went to the police, and they went, "Oh yeah, well we found it." And the weird thing was, we then got. She got a phone call, and it was just, "Oh, by the way, he was in court on Friday. He's been charged with this. This is what happened. Blah blah blah." It was like, oh, like she didn't have to go to court or any of that. He was just.
That happened with me with that nonce, didn't it?
What?
Happened to me with that nonce.
I don't know.
Yeah, that happened to me.
The nonce?
Yeah, I got accosted in the street when I was about 11. I told you this. Yeah, nothing really happened much. Just a little bit of a cuddle. And I they made that face. So I told Mum and Dad, and they called the police, and he'd given me his phone number. And they found out, and he'd been let out like someone like Milton Keynes, and they'd rehomed him, and they phoned up and said, "Oh, he's in court, and he's gone back inside."
Back out nonsense again.
Yeah, no, he went away. I was about 11.
It's weird, isn't it?
3 of us. He cornered 3 of us on a bench
So
outside
how
the
did you
cold.
go back to prison though? But if you didn't give any evidence, or how does that work?
I gave him a statement. But he weren't allowed near. He weren't allowed to go. Like he had a what do you call it? An restraining order. You weren't allowed. But because he'd done that, he broke his parole.
He just
so he went back
loved
inside.
giving children gifts.
And I was quite hot back then.
Well, now with your new haircut and stuff and your shaven face,
I don't quite so much like
20
a
years
depressed
off
old
you.
tramp.
Yanis Bremer is not
You
going to
think
say
so?
you look like a dirty old tripe homeless scumbag now, is he?
In fact, if Yanis shot me in the woods, he'd definitely stick his dick
I
in.
mean,
Wouldn't
that
he?
goes without saying. Let's not
in the gunshot wound.
let's not get back on.
My advice to Yanis is use a crossbow much tighter.
I don't. So the cards that Yanis is sending, they'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Looking forward to that.
You want a game?
Still don't know how we're going to distribute them or what kind of competition we're going to run, but
Oh, what about my NASA space design?
yeah, well, I can't wait to see it.
For the listener, I did it and I sent it to him. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're going to finish it." I was like, "It is finished." It wasn't good enough,
No,
was it?
It was not good enough.
Well, it's better than anything you've ever
Look at
done.
my brilliant certificate that I did.
Yeah, better than anything you've ever done. Yeah, stand by that.
I'll show the listener. I can put that up here now. Let's.
No, don't bother to show the listener now. It's just a little sketch to do. It's not finished. It was good enough. You know, I like the rustic charm. Naive. You know when you go to an old country pub and they have those naive paintings of like a pig and it's all proportions are weird and it's 3 times bigger than the farmer. Yeah. It's like that. That naive farmyard art I've done on Photoshop.
Colouring the bits you've missed, really.
I will. I'll get it done better than that. But you like the premise of the design.
I like it a lot.
And your quote is quality.
Yeah. I felt like I got it, you know? Felt like I...
Just like, you know that, yeah. You know they say like you infinite monkeys and infinite amount of typewriters and infinite time.
Finally, I just got there.
If an idiot just thinks about the universe, he's going to come up with a unified theory of everything. And we are all just an atom in the dong of a giant space dick.
Yeah. I think that's how we're probably
Wow.
going to end every podcast from now on, isn't it?
Yes.
We are the dong. We're an atom in the dong of a giant space dick.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but then again, nothing does. It's like the beginning of a brief history of time when I think it's Copernicus has given a public debate, and he saying I think that the sun is the centre of the solar system and the Earth revolves around it. And
here, mate.
It was heresy. He was ostracised, and a woman said, "No, it's not. It's the Earth is actually suspended on the back of a giant turtle." And he was smug. He said, "Well, okay, then what's that turtle standing on?" She goes, "Oh, you're trying to catch me out. Everyone knows it's an infinite tower of turtles that goes all the way down."
Where's the elephant? 4 elephants, is it? Or is that just Terry Pratchett? Is it?
That was a selection of words that just made no sense to me.
Didn't Terry Pratchett say that there were a disc?
It's a fiction, a disc world.
Yeah.
A fictional world. Yeah.
Fictional world.
Or was it? Was it him trying to prime us and get us ready for the truth about the flat Earth and the moon is flat Earth, moon.
Floon.
The moon's a disc. You can see that. You can't see the other side of it.
We've had some great ones in recent weeks of people's moon theories.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to show people the PAIM certificate that they can get. So there you go. That's your PAIM certificate that you can get if you give us a moon theory. I know you can't see this, Justin, but you can literally get this beautiful piece of clip art. The crest at the top is by Yanis Bremer.
Yeah, no, you did well. You tied it all in. Now show them my NASA one.
I mean, I don't know if I've got that saved. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh. Yeah.
I can only apologise for that. So
it's better than yours.
Well, it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I'd agree, mate.
Right, well, that's it. That's your June special.
Lucky
It's
peoples.
good.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed that your room has got darker and darker as the night has set in.
Yeah, I didn't turn any lights on. That's why I was moving in close. I'm
You can see
illuminated.
real time what happens in the world.
Yeah, so
Still daylight down here.
well, you're down south, ain't you, bruv?
That's true.
Closer to the equator.
Something like that. Thank you very much for being a patron and getting involved and all that gubbins. We'll do the audio version in the next couple of days. The extra bonus audio content. Anything else, Justin, that you want to
Nah.
add? No. That's that then. We're going to do a live stream soon, aren't we?
Yeah. Here we are. Yeah.
See you later.
See.